One Piece chapter 1044 is perhaps one of the most anticipated chapter in the history of One Piece. I mean, up until this particular moment. This chapter has been so much hyped up and anticipated that it has been trending on Twitter for the last 3 days, and in fact the spoilers are not even out right now. But still, it has been trending for the last 3 days on Twitter, and I feel like this is for the very first time when the regular leakers are actually putting out a spoiler warning. They're literally putting out a warning for the regular viewers that please do not read whatever the spoilers or leaks come out for this chapter, because it's gonna be insane, and I don't really think I've ever seen something like this actually happening for One Piece. I mean, I've been reading this series for about 1.5 years now. I'm not a regular viewer who used to read this series for say the last 15 or 10 years, but still I've been reading the series for the last 1.5 years, and probably the last chapter of this kind of expectations and anticipations was chapter 957, which included everything from the Roger Pirates to Laugh Tale in itself. And since then, I feel like this is probably the most anticipated chapter. I mean, still we have got the chapters like 1018, 19, which gave the reveal for Luffy's fruit and whatnot, and how it was important in the context of WhyZ. But I think that this is probably the one which has the most amount of expectations, specifically because of Luffy's awakening. This is something which we have been wanting to see, or which we have been expecting to see for I don't know how many years now. Specifically seeing how things turned around for Doflamingo and even Katakuri, we are just so excited for Luffy. And keeping all of these things in mind, I just want to have a quick discussion with you guys in this particular regard. This video is not going to contain any spoilers. I mean, the spoilers are not out yet, so of course I'm not going to talk about it, but I just want to have a general discussion about why this chapter is so hyped up. Is it just because of Awakening? No. It has much more to do than simply Awakening. I mean, sure, Awakening is definitely an integral part of all of these things, but still the anticipation that Luffy might be inheriting the will of Joy Boy, or he might be a straight up reincarnation of Joy Boy. Although I have my theories in this particular regard, I have shared a couple of them. I'll be sharing more of them in the near future, but there is a lot to do with Awakening, there's a lot to do with the Joy Boy, even with the Sun God Nika as well. So keeping all of these things in mind, I think that this is really an exciting chapter. This is going to be a chapter which we have not expected at all. I mean, TCB scans, literally TCB scans is saying that this is a request to the regular, people who read the leaks, who read the spoilers, that go blind for this one. Don't read the spoilers for this chapter, because you do not want to waste your anticipation, or you do not want yourself to get spoiled for this particular experience. I can't even imagine that what's gonna happen. I mean, sure, we all have our predictions that Luffy's going to wake up, he's going to maybe have some kind of a reflection or a flashback of Joy Boy, but what do you guys think is actually going to happen here? What is an incident that is so huge which will shake the world of One Piece, and because of which literally leakers, the regular leakers, are giving a warning to people that please don't read the spoilers? I mean, what is something on that particular level which can happen here? Is Shanks going to show up on Wano? Is Blackbeard going to show up on Wano? Is the Revolutionary Army going to show up on Wano? I mean, these are the most outlandish things which can change the course of One Piece that we know so far, specifically considering how Wano arc has been shaping up. Or maybe we are going to finally dive into the much anticipated or much talked about Kaido's backstory. Or is this directly straight up going to have a Joy Boy connection or Joy Boy backstory? I'm just so excited, and I really don't know what to say more, because there's a lot of things at hand which we can talk about. I have already shared my theories about the Death Haki and how it might come into the picture. I already talked about Saru Saru no Mi model Hanuman, or even the entire theory about the resin devil fruit. That is also a very exciting theory, and I've not really made a particular video about it, but that is also very exciting. But yeah, I just want to know some thoughts from you guys as to what do you think might be the eventual plot line or storyline for One Piece chapter 1044. Of course, Luffy is going to wake up, he's going to have this awakened devil fruit, and he is going to save Nami, because Kaido is definitely attacking Nami, even if Marco tried to defend her, because Kaido here at this particular moment is basically baiting the Joy Boy. He's very cunning here at this particular moment, and I feel like he's doing all of these things on purpose to draw out Joy Boy. He knows that Luffy somehow has a connection to Joy Boy, or someone else for that matter. And then there's the entire theory about how Onigashima, the head of Onigashima, the skull of Onigashima, might actually be the dead body of Joy Boy himself. And with Zunisha itself coming into the picture, these things are going to get crazy. So yeah, at the end of the day, I just want to know some quick thoughts from you guys. What do you expect to see in One Piece chapter 1044? Please let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. And yeah, I am a spoiler addict. Let me agree with that. Let me clear that out. I'm definitely going to make a video when the spoilers are out. But don't be worried, I won't spoil unnecessarily, you guys. I'll put up a non-spoilers thumbnail as much as possible for the regular viewers so that you all are not spoiled for it. Specifically for those of you who are not wishing to read the spoilers for this week and want to go blind for the actual chapter. So that's pretty much it. See you all on the next one.